Hello Vikes, I'm Zach Krieger.
And I'm Van Underwood.
And this is HNHS Today for Wednesday, February 1st.
Let's go to the announcements.
Diversity Club is meeting in the library during homeroom on Wednesdays.
Today, as of right now, sophomores will report to the field house for a CTE open house event.
Congratulations to our show choirs, brass, and crew. They traveled to Findlay, Ohio for their first competition of the year. Viking Volume placed second in their division with Carmen Horn getting the Outstanding Performer. Varsity Singers placed fifth overall with Ella Metler as Outstanding Performer in the group. Congratulations to the performers, and next up is they go to Carroll for their second competition.
Let's actually go more in depth with the choral director, Aaron Childress, to see the process of running a show choir.
My name is Aaron Childress. I am the choir director at Huntington North High School, and I also teach Riverview Crestview Singers at the middle school. Well, it is a wonderful genre of music that kind of combines elements of singing with elements of dance, usually through the pop music medium. We also do Broadway standards, lots of other styles of music, but it is definitely a show that kind of tells a story. Another way people describe it is maybe a mini musical that is about 15 to 20 minutes long and portable. Our first competition is at Findlay next Saturday, and I think our goals are always to go out and do our best. Our competitions for us aren't necessarily about the competition, it's about the experience and getting that learning and growing and that feedback from judges that critique us. But if we don't want to win, then what are we doing it for? So that desire to win kind of always has to be there, but that's not the only reason we do it. We work hard in practices, and that we start to begin to see the fruits of that labor once we put the show on stage and put it in front of an audience. So that's really what I'm excited for next week, is to kind of get an audience reaction for the first time, because that's always really neat. Yeah, the choir sometimes competes out of state. It just depends on the year and how far out of state we go. Last year we got to go to Disney World, so that was way far out of state. But this year we're not doing a major trip, so we're just going one state over, and we do get to do an overnight trip that we won't have to get up quite as early on Saturday morning to get there, so that's nice. It is tricky sometimes to juggle 3 show choirs at once. We have a really great team here, and we have an administration that understands the need to have that and to have support for those organizations or those groups. So yes, it can be tricky. We're at a really great place where we have a lot of support, so I am able to kind of split myself among 3 different competitive choirs. The tricky part, I think, about it is the Saturdays of competition, because both groups compete on the same day, and that's essentially like coaching 2 varsity sports on the same day, so it's just a little bit different. So who helps with the creative process? It is definitely a collaborative effort, so lots of people coming together to make one idea come to life. So I start with my choreographer, and we sit down and probably the week after competition season ends to start planning for the next year. And that's kind of where the ideas are developed. And then we send those ideas off to our arrangers, and then they write the music. We also have to get permission to do that and pay for all of the rights for that. So it's a little bit of a process. That's why we have to start so early, so that we can have music ready by the time we start the school year. So there starts with choreographer and director, then kind of moves into what we do with the arrangers to get the music. And then finally it gets in the hands of the kids. I go into a solitary room and cry. And that's the best way to do it. No, it's not that at all. Those competitions are really fun. And honestly, my days at competition, other than the running between the 2 groups, my job is pretty much sealed up by the time we've ended that last rehearsal, in theory. So it's a lot of dealing with students' needs and what they need that day. So I get a little nervous about that, and making sure that we get to the competition safely, getting from the competition, getting everybody home safely. Those are the things I get nervous about. I have faith in my kids that they're going to perform well. It's just a matter of the other things that are out of my control that I start to get nervous on. So that's really only it. And then for preparing for that, I'm not a procrastinator when it comes to that stuff. So I have all of my things laid out in a bag the night before, ready to go out the door in case I wake up late. So. Yeah, keep singing. I think the biggest thing that people get scared of is they freak out about auditions. And really, it's just a chance for us to get to know you. And the director's it's a little bit of an interview process. And we see if you might be a good fit for us. And we work with you and kind of teach you where you are at the beginning and get you up to the level where we want you to be by the time we perform.
Alrighty, and that is the end of our interview. Thank you so much.
Now let's head to sports with Riot Riki.
Last Tuesday, during senior night, the girls swim team beat Marion with a score of 117 to 47. They finished the season with a 12-1 record. Annika Carpenter, Delaney Hauser, Madeline Sink, and Kayla Reich won the 200 mid-lay relay. Elena Quiroga followed with a win in the 200 freestyle. Annika Carpenter got first in the 200 individual mid-lay, and Kayla Reich got first in the 50 freestyle. After the senior night ceremony, Cadence Kalhofer got first in the 100 butterfly. Kayla Wright got first in the 100 freestyle, and Annika Carpenter got first in the 500 freestyle. To round out the night, Madeline Sink, Gwen Penrod, Chloe North, and Hayden Miller won the 400 freestyle relay. Last Tuesday during senior night, the boys swim team won with a score of 126 to 25. Henry Landrigan, Cooper Kowalski, Blake Anson, and Jeff Gross kicked things off by winning the 200 mid-lay relay. Ethan Meyer got first in the 200 freestyle, Cam Wright got first in the 200 individual mid-lay, Jeff Gross got first in the 50 freestyle, Cooper Kowalski got first in the 100 butterfly, and Blake Anson got first in the 500 freestyle. The 200 freestyle relay team of Jeff Gross, Cooper Kowalski, Trevor Russ, and Josh Justice got first. After that, Cooper Kowalski got first in the 100 backstroke, and Jeff got first in the 100 breaststroke. Cam Reich, Aaron Youngman, Eli Conwell, and Blake Anson would finish the night by winning the 400 freestyle relay. That's all for sports. Van, back to you.
Thanks for the sports update, Wyatt.
Speaking of sports, softball courts will be Monday and Wednesday night from 5:30 to 7:30 at the main gym.
Walk Away meets Wednesdays after school from 3 to 4 p.m. in the Locker Lounge. Bring a friend, walk, talk, and eat snacks.
The Yearbook Club meets every Monday after school. If you are interested in helping out and being a part of our school's history, see Mr. Tharp Trimble in room 114 for more information.
Recently, the students of Huntington North were not in the building due to insane weather changes. Let's see what weather reporter Parker Ellenberg has to say about that.
Thanks, Van and Vikes. It's going to be quite a sunny day today, as you can see over here. High of 26, low of 15 degrees, so going to be pretty chilly outside with about a west-southwest wind around 5 to 10 miles an hour, so don't forget your jackets in the morning as well. Could see some frosting in your windshields, so don't forget to get out there and defrost your cars as well. But as we head into our 7-day forecast here, we're going to see here next week it's going to begin to get pretty warm. Like, it's going to be pretty weird for this time of year, especially in February. So regardless, you can see here, this weekend, you're going to have a couple of days between around Friday and Saturday. You could, especially at night, have a couple of days where wind chills get at or below 0 degrees. But we're going to get a sharp warm-up into next week with Monday and Tuesday having days in the upper, temps potentially in the upper 40s, if not lower 50s. So don't forget to maybe potentially break out your shorts if you like that as we head into the NAM 3-kilometer model here. We're going to see here, this is for the next 3 days in terms of what precip we may see. As you can see here, it's going to be pretty dry. You could see a couple occasional snow flurries, mainly north of Fort Wayne Thursday night into early Friday morning, but not much in terms of measurable accumulation. Now, as we head into our Climate Prediction Center forecast here, you can see the next 8 to 14 days, they're going to be in terms of above average temps. We're going to be pretty above average for this time of year. And in February, you can see here all across the eastern portion and Midwest of the United States. Heading into our precip outlook, you can see here, we're going to be above average in terms of precipitation we see, which that could be in terms of snow, rain, ice, whatever kind of form of precip. We're going to be above average, so we're going to continue to knock away at that drought we had since pretty much December. Regardless, taking to the final graphic here, it's going to be a forecast here. It's going to show most of the United States being in and around a high pressure, which is why we're going to see lots of sun pretty much over this next week or so. We're going to see lots of sun here. We're going to be under this high pressure. It's going to push to the south. You can see here you got tons of ice occurring in and around the Tennessee Valley region. We go along here. This is why we're going to see lots of sun over the next couple of days, and is why we're going to see colder temps. Regardless, thank you guys, and let's take it back to Zach.
Thank you, Parker, for the winter weather report.
Do you think you know Huntington well? Zach went out to quiz teachers and students to see how well they actually know their hometown.
All right, I'm here with Mr. Saddington. Mr. Saddington, how many vice presidents were born on Highway 9 that goes through Huntington?
I don't know for sure. I'm going to say 1.
So there's actually 5 vice presidents that were born on Highway 9 that goes through Huntington. So there were 5 vice presidents from Indiana. You, as a history teacher, should know that. Yeah.
What are the other 4?
Don't know, but that's.
Oh,
what
wait,
Google
keep it
came up
rolling.
with. Keep
Why
it rolling.
not? Why don't you know that?
Because that's not what Google told me. I don't really care. Hello, I'm here with Mr. Scott Bauer. Mr. Bauer, how many vice presidents were born on Highway 9 that goes through Huntington?
Oh, wow, it's called the highway vice president, so they're actually born on the highway. You mean literally on the highway? Because, I mean, that's really, you give birth on the highway on the road, that's really dramatic.
Well, you know.
That's what my mom did. Gosh, I'm going to say 3.
So there's actually 5.
Oh, man.
But that goes through Huntington and Columbia City,
and
everywhere, yeah.
Marion, yes, yes.
What year was Huntington North built?
Huntington North? You mean
Not
started
Huntington
or-
South.
Yeah, well, yeah, they're still waiting for Huntington South. It's not going to happen. I'm going to say it's going to be either 1969 or 1970. I'm going to say 1970.
No, it was 69.
Oh, man.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Okay. I must warn you, sir, that I am very dumb. So.
That's all right.
Okay.
All right, so we're here with John. Mr. Petrovich, what was supposed to be put in next to the gym, but the idea was scrapped, and then we got the field house?
The new football field, Creek Bottom. That was supposed to go in earlier. I don't know.
So no, it's actually an auditorium we were supposed to get.
Really?
Yeah.
Like different from that one over there?
What do you mean? There is no natatorium over there.
Natatorium.
Natatorium,
Oh,
yeah.
like a swimming pool.
Swimming pool,
Okay,
yeah.
got it.
All right, so I'm here with Mr. Craig. How many pizza restaurants are in Huntington city limits?
I don't know, 5?
So the number's actually 7.
Okay.
All right, so thank you.
Yeah. I'm not from Huntington, so I don't really care about the pizza places.
You get a lot of fast food here, though.
Not this year. I've only ate
Really?
one time this year at Wendy's.
Not Burger King?
No, because it's closed.
Thank you for your time. Hi, I'm here with Micah Pence, not Mike Pence, and Peter Pax. This is Grandpa. What is the mayor of Huntington's name?
I believe it's former Vice President Mike Pence.
Yeah. No, it's actually Richard Strick. What famous lawyer practiced in Huntington and then became vice president?
I think it's Matt Roth.
No, it's actually James Danforth Quayle. He's got a museum about him in Huntington, believe it or not. Thank you, guys. You guys can go to class now.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you, Zach.
The Commons menu will be served in the cafeteria pink room next to the pizza line. Students are still free to take their lunch to the Commons to eat. In between classes, students can still purchase snacks and drinks. They'll also be available in the cafeteria pink room. Breakfast will be served through the salad bar line in the main cafeteria. Students are free to take their breakfast to the Commons to eat.
That is not the only alteration of the school's food system. All money for student and adult meal accounts should be turned into food services in an envelope provided by the Food Services Department. The envelopes may be turned in at the following times and places: given to a cashier during breakfast or lunch, or dropped into the secure lockbox in the Food Services office. We encourage you to use e-funds for schools as the most efficient method to fund your meal account. As of February 13th, cashiers will no longer keep any cash in the registers for change.
That is everything we have for this week, Vikes.
We hope to see you next week.
Yep. Yeah. Turn the beat up a little bit. Yeah, okay, 2 friends and they both 10s, looking nice. 2 bent, I should call it quits, but I'm not. No chances, we all dance in the light. Tell me what's the odds, we can all get a bite.
Okay, the last time we tried that, it didn't end well. Plus you never know the story that they friends tell. And off the brown liquor, feel like Denzel.
Out in Washington, in the DC, with a chocolate little freak, get geeked off erratic.
So what you do?
Shut the club up like so y'all
Met of it, paying child.